Now, I don't make videos about, like, my reaction to, like, TV shows and whatnot. I think I've done maybe one or two, but I normally don't do them. But I have to do one. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Love and Hip Hop. Tara and Amina and Peter. It desensitizes your aggravated nerves to block pain with no odor or irritation. Aspirin with light. Relieve the nerves, stop the pain. It's really sad. It's a really sad situation. It's embarrassing. It's the whole storyline is just annoying. I'm like, if y'all can't get another storyline, I honestly think that they should be booted off the show because they don't have anything going on. I won't say they don't have anything going on with themselves outside the show. But on the show, they're not bringing anything besides getting pregnant, not pregnant anymore, being with him, not being with him, kicking him out, letting him back in. Like, it's annoying. It's like, okay, and like, I don't understand the issues that they're having. I just don't get it. I don't get Tara at all. Like, at all. You let this person walk all over you, embarrass you, humiliate you in front of, like, people you know, and then now on the TV screen in front of thousands of people. Like, I don't get you. I get it when we make mistakes. We tend to, some of us tend to wear our hearts on our sleeves, and we want to give second chances, and we want to not give up, and all that other stuff. But it's just like, when is enough enough? Like, it had been enough when he married somebody else. I'm a nursing student, and I need money to pay tuition. Ran one ad. I've been with you how long? We live together, we have kids together, and you not only stepped out a few times before Amina, but you step out with her, and then you marry her, and get her pregnant? Why are we even talking if we're not talking about money? If we ain't talking about our kids, then we don't have nothing to talk about. Does it mean you wish ill harm or want him to be hurt any kind of way? Does it mean that? It just means that, okay, enough is enough. You're not going to do this anymore. Not to me. What Amina will allow you to do to her, that's... But this... And she told me that. And then you get pregnant by him again? At 16, after you was like throwing it in Amina's face when she came out that she was pregnant. Oh, you're just trying to keep him. You're just trying to hold him. And I'm like, what difference does it make? Why are you still want him? And his son Glenn in 1983. Paul was always taking care of the kids. Amina. Picking up her mail, and then she would ultimately come back. But while she was gone, Paul was the father. It's like, how... Paul helped out in the business. It wasn't unusual for the dining room table to... How do you feel bad for somebody who... I sat down with her daughter, Holly Goran, recently. He cheated on Tara with you. Even if you didn't, like, say you didn't know they were living together or he was just there for the kids, you knew that he stepped out on her with someone else. Why would you think he'd be any different with you? After the murder, your mother was described in the press as a con woman. Yes. Help me with that. It's like the light switches is off in these girls' heads. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how you could. And then what is it that you think you could offer to anybody else? You guys have kids. Well, for the most part, I don't understand. How do you teach them anything?
little bit of pornography.
Like,
And she'd spend
it's
time on
just,
the
it's the
phone,
saddest thing in the world. I am
asking
so
for
tired
plane
of them,
tickets or just whatever
and
she
it's
wanted.
it's
She would
really
ask men to
embarrassing. It
pay her way
really
for a
is.
vacation, and most of the time they were happy to oblige.
It's just the marriage is a
I thought she was
joke.
great. I love her.
Okay, how are you married? Like to Amina, or Amina, he's married to you, and then he gets his, I guess, ex-girlfriend because they weren't married. I guess he didn't feel that she was maybe marriage material. Guys will say one thing, but the way that they really feel is how they act. It's they may say things, like, I love you or whatever, but it's really their actions that you watch. That's their actions. So he marries you, and he gets this ex-girlfriend pregnant.
Who had been looking for love in the back of swinger magazines and had been contacting various people in the back of these magazines. It turned out all those he was contacting were Bonnie. One thing led to another, and she went out to be with him. So they get married.
It's just the saddest thing in the world. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, and you don't want to judge. I think Tara had made a comment about people judging her life story off of the little bit that we get to see. But it's just like, you allow us to do that because you decided to do this TV show. You decided to get a check and put your dirty laundry on TV for us to see. And that's what we do. We base our opinions on what we see. And what I've seen is, it's just like a disgrace. I don't know how you allow somebody to humiliate you like that over and over and over again. And how do you explain that to your kids? No, your kids may not be on the show or whatever, but they're not dumb. They're not dumb. It's just like, I don't have anything to say about Peter. Peter's a guy, and guys will do what women will allow them to do. So ultimately, it's the women. I won't say to take all the blame, but it's like, you allow the guys to treat you. However, the women have to have standards.
She went after it with her all. That's what she
wanted. Some guys know that they can pull certain ranks on certain people, and some they can't. And he's pulling it on you and Amina. And y'all are allowing it. I don't know if this is for TV reasons, if you guys have decided to make yourselves look like
she actually began taking fertility pills.
What you look like for money, that's even worse. But like, if this is like your real life, and this is what y'all really doing, what are you really doing? What are you doing? Like,
he phoned her, and she take the call.
I don't know. What are you doing? I don't know. It's like an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to women. It's an embarrassment to an African American woman. Like, I know reality shows are not all real. I know some are staged. I know some fights are staged. I know certain things are put in place to make people want to watch it. And if you're doing that, if you're putting yourself in a position so that ratings can go up so that you can get more money, that's even worse. That's even worse. And to
When she was pregnant, I brought her out here and I took her to a doctor. I wanted to know if the baby was
step
healthy,
on marriage basically like that. Marriage is a commitment to one another, a promise to God, and this is what you guys do.
How come she said later that it was Christian Brandon?
It's disgusting.
Because Bonnie said a lot of things at a lot of times.
But that's my tea, honey. That's all I wanted to talk about. I'm so tired of seeing it on my news feed. I'm so tired of seeing it on my Facebook. Tired of seeing it on my Twitter.
When the child
about,
was a
you
few
know,
months old,
this is Tara, this is
Lhny brought
Amina,
him to
and they're
Los
idiots, and
Angeles
they're
to
dumb, and all that kind of stuff.
display.
Like, I'm so
When
tired of
Rex
seeing
saw the
all that,
baby,
because
it
the whole
changed
storyline
everything
is just
for him.
stupid. I don't know what's
The
up with
first
Monica
time I
Scott. I
met
don't know,
Rosie,
maybe
she was my daughter.
because the ratings look good, because people want to see that they
By
keep it
name.
monitored, but it's just like, what is up with
I
you?
said,
Like,
"You're
this is what
Rosie
you want
Lenore."
You were
to create. This
66
is
years
this
old.
is the
This is a baby
the image
from
that you
a
want to
woman that
create
you're not in love with. Why did
or
you want
allowed
this
to be
baby so
created.
badly? What does she mean to you? What did she mean to you?
I have nothing else to say.
You're not serious.
Like,
Well,
I
this
need
was
to
a
find
baby
something else
that
to
you
do.
were not sure was yours.
This was my baby.
But
You just
that's
knew
it.
that.
This was my
Video
daughter.
is 10 minutes
I knew-
long,
Of course
so
I knew that. Of course I knew that.
I'm sorry, this is my
See,
show.
you think I'm a monster too?
No.
That I can't pick up my own baby and know that she's mine? I knew the second I put my
Anyway.
hands on her. And I asked God to
I love
take
this
care of her right
investigate.
at that minute. Then no matter whatever happened for the rest of my life,
But
I'd never
anyway,
ask him
yep,
for the
that's it.
time of day. She was my baby.
I'm so
she was
thrilled
my
with them and
daughter.
their storyline. I need them to get their
Is this why you
lives.
married,
Get your
Bonnie? Is
life
this why
together.
yours?